Top 3 healing teas for arthritis relief. Soothe stiff and painful hands naturally. Living with arthritis can make even the simplest moments, like opening a jar, writing a note, or holding a loved one's hand, feel challenging. But here's the good news. Nature has gifted us with powerful, soothing remedies that can bring real comfort to aching joints and stiff hands. And one of the easiest, most enjoyable ways to tap into that relief is through a warm cup of healing tea. In today's video, we're exploring some of the best teas that don't just warm your body, but also calm inflammation, ease pain, and help your hands feel more flexible and free. So grab your favorite mug, settle in, and let's discover how a simple daily sip could make a big difference in your life. Number 1. Chamomile tea. If your hands often feel stiff, achy, or swollen from arthritis, let's talk about something simple, soothing, and surprisingly powerful: chamomile tea. Now, I know you've probably heard of chamomile as a calming bedtime drink. But what many people don't realize is that it can also be a gentle ally for arthritic hands. Imagine wrapping your fingers around a warm cup of chamomile tea, feeling the steam rise, and knowing that with every sip, you're not just relaxing your mind, but also giving your joints a little dose of natural relief. Chamomile has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, and for good reason. This tiny daisy-like flower is packed with natural compounds that fight inflammation. One of the main players here is something called apigenin, a powerful antioxidant that works to calm down the inflammatory processes in your body. If you think about arthritis, at its core, it's really your body's inflammation response gone a little haywire. That's what leads to swelling, stiffness, and discomfort in the hands. While sipping chamomile tea regularly, you're essentially helping to quiet down that overreaction, kind of like turning down the volume on pain and inflammation. Now here's something interesting. Chamomile isn't just about physical relief. It also works on the nervous system. Arthritis pain often feels worse when you're stressed, right? You've probably noticed on days when you're more tense, your hands feel even stiffer. That's because stress hormones can trigger more inflammation. Chamomile naturally relaxes the nervous system, lowering stress levels, and in turn, reducing the way your body perceives pain. It's like a double win. You're calming both your mind and your joints at the same time. Another beautiful thing about chamomile is its effect on sleep. Arthritis can make nights tough, waking up because your hands are throbbing or feeling stiff in the morning. Chamomile tea, especially when enjoyed before bed, helps improve sleep quality. Better sleep means your body gets the chance to repair itself and reset inflammation overnight. Think about it. Instead of tossing and turning, you drift into a deeper rest, and you wake up with your hands feeling less stiff and more mobile. Sometimes the little improvements make the biggest difference in your day. Now, let's talk about the experience itself, because healing isn't just about what's happening inside your body. It's also about creating moments of comfort. Brewing chamomile tea can become a ritual. You take a handful of dried chamomile flowers, or a simple tea bag, steep it in hot water for about 5 minutes, and let the soothing aroma fill the room. That golden color, that gentle floral scent, it almost signals to your body, hey, it's time to relax, to heal. Even just the act of holding a warm mug can soothe stiff hands as the heat encourages better circulation. Pair that warmth with chamomile's anti-inflammatory properties, and you have a natural, holistic form of relief. Some people like to boost chamomile's healing power by adding a drizzle of honey. Honey itself is anti-inflammatory and antibacterial, making the tea not just tasty, but even more beneficial. If your joints often feel inflamed, that little addition can make your cup even more effective. Others like to combine chamomile with a slice of fresh ginger, creating a powerhouse anti-inflammatory blend. The best part is, You can tailor it to your own taste and needs. Now, I don't want you to think chamomile tea is some miracle cure. It's not going to erase arthritis overnight. But here's the thing. Arthritis is about management, about creating consistent daily habits that add up to relief. A single cup of chamomile tea might bring you a sense of calm in the moment, but when you make it part of your routine, that's when the real magic happens. Over time, less inflammation, better sleep, lower stress, and soothing warmth all start to add up. Your hands may feel looser. Your mornings may start easier, and your days may feel a little lighter. And I want you to picture this. You're sitting at the end of a long day. Maybe your hands have been working hard, typing, cooking, or doing chores. You make yourself a cup of chamomile tea, sit down, and take that first sip. The warmth flows through your body, your shoulders drop, your mind slows down, and you know you're giving your joints exactly what they need. That simple act of care, repeated night after night, becomes more than just tea. It becomes your own quiet way of fighting arthritis, one sip at a time. So if your hands have been aching or stiff, give chamomile tea a try. Make it part of your daily rhythm, maybe in the morning for a calm start, or before bed for deeper sleep. Think of it as a gentle, natural support system for your joints, one that's been trusted for generations. Sometimes, healing isn't about complicated treatments or medications. It's about these small, nurturing habits that remind your body to rest, repair, and recover. Chamomile tea is one of those habits, a simple cup with the power to ease your pain and bring comfort to your hands. Number 2. Rooibos tea. When it comes to finding comfort for arthritic hands, Rooibos tea is one of those hidden gems that doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves. If you've never tried it, you're in for a treat. Imagine a warm, rich, naturally sweet tea with a beautiful red color and no caffeine at all. But beyond the taste and the soothing ritual of sipping it, Rooibos brings something much more powerful to the table: real relief for inflammation and joint pain. Let's start with what makes Rooibos so special. This tea comes from the Aspalathus linearis plant, grown mainly in South Africa, and it's been treasured for centuries as a healing drink. One of its biggest gifts is its incredible antioxidant profile. Rooibos is loaded with compounds like aspalathin and quercetin, which act like shields against oxidative stress in the body. Now, oxidative stress is one of the sneaky culprits behind inflammation. It damages cells, increases joint stiffness, and makes arthritis pain worse. By drinking Rooibos tea regularly, you're actually flooding your system with antioxidants that help repair, protect, and calm down those stressed-out joints. But here's where it gets really interesting. Quercetin, one of the antioxidants in Rooibos, has been shown in studies to actually block inflammatory pathways. In simple terms, that means it interrupts the very signals that tell your body to swell up, stiffen, and ache. Think about that for a moment. By sipping something as simple and natural as Rooibos, you're not just easing the pain, you're going after the root cause of the inflammation itself. That's powerful. Another thing I love about Rooibos is that it's naturally caffeine-free. If you've ever had green tea or black tea, you know they come with some caffeine, which can sometimes mess with sleep or raise stress levels. Rooibos doesn't have that problem. That means you can enjoy it morning, afternoon, or even late at night without worrying about jitters or sleeplessness. And for arthritis sufferers, sleep is absolutely crucial. Your body does its deepest healing when you're asleep. Your tissues repair, inflammation resets, and your energy recharges. So sipping Rooibos before bed is like giving your body permission to rest, restore, and wake up with hands that feel less stiff and achy. Now, let's talk about the taste and the ritual. Rooibos has this naturally sweet, slightly nutty flavor that feels like a hug in a cup. You don't even need to add sugar. It already has a smoothness that satisfies without the crash. If you like, you can add a spoonful of honey, which brings its own anti-inflammatory benefits, or even a slice of lemon for a little zing. Some people love to brew Rooibos with cinnamon sticks or ginger, turning it into a spicy, warming blend that not only comforts the joints but also boosts circulation. The possibilities are endless, and part of the joy is finding the version that feels like your perfect cup of comfort. But here's something practical I want you to think about. Arthritis is often about small daily changes that add up to big results over time. Rooibos tea is one of those changes. It doesn't require fancy supplements or complicated recipes. All you need is hot water and a Rooibos tea bag, or loose leaves if you want to go the traditional route. Within minutes, you're holding something that not only warms your hands, but also works from the inside out to calm inflammation and nurture your joints. Let's imagine this together. It's evening. Maybe your hands have been working hard all day. You're feeling that stiffness creep in, and you know the night might be rough if you don't do something for yourself. So you boil some water, drop in a Rooibos tea bag, and let it steep. The color deepens to that gorgeous reddish brown. The aroma fills the room, and when you take that first sip, you feel the warmth spreading through your body. It's not just tea anymore, it's a moment of self-care, a little reminder that you're actively doing something to help your hands feel better. That's empowering. Another benefit of Rooibos is that it supports your overall health, which directly ties back to arthritis relief. For example, it helps regulate blood sugar, reduces stress hormones, and supports heart health. Why does that matter? Because all of these systems are connected. When blood sugar spikes, inflammation rises. When stress hormones are high, pain feels worse. When circulation is poor, your joints don't get the nutrients they need to stay healthy. Rooibos quietly supports all of these areas, helping your body stay balanced and reducing the load on your joints. It's like having a little ally in your corner, working behind the scenes. Now, I want to emphasize something important. Rooibos tea isn't going to be a magic fix overnight, but arthritis relief often comes from consistency, from creating habits that work with your body day after day. A cup of Rooibos in the morning to start your day calmly, or one in the evening to unwind, can slowly start to shift the way your body handles inflammation. Over weeks and months, that stiffness may start to ease, the flare-ups may become less intense, and your hands may feel freer, more flexible, more like your own again. So if you've been searching for a warm, soothing drink that not only tastes delicious, but also helps your arthritic hands, Rooibos tea is worth bringing into your routine. It's gentle, it's natural, and it's powerful in its own quiet way. Every cup you drink is a step toward calmer joints, better sleep, and a healthier, more energized version of you. And the best part? It's such a simple change. You just need to make that choice. Boil the water and let Rooibos do its work, sip by sip. Number 3. Turmeric tea, golden tea. When we talk about natural remedies for soothing arthritic hands, turmeric tea, often called golden tea, deserves a front row seat. You've probably heard about turmeric before, maybe in cooking or in health circles, but when you prepare it as a warm tea, something special happens. It becomes this golden elixir that not only comforts you from the inside out, but also directly tackles the root of arthritis, inflammation. Let's take a closer look at why turmeric is so powerful. At the heart of turmeric is curcumin, a compound that has been studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. In fact, curcumin is so effective that many people compare it to over-the-counter anti-inflammatory medications, but without the harsh side effects. When you drink turmeric tea, you're essentially giving your body a natural way to calm down swelling, stiffness, and pain in the joints. Imagine that. Each sip is like a little wave of relief flowing through your hands, helping you move with more ease. Now here's the thing about curcumin. It doesn't get absorbed very well on its own. That's why you'll often hear people say to pair turmeric with a pinch of black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. So if you're making golden tea at home, don't skip that tiny dash of pepper. It's what makes the magic fully work. And of course, adding a bit of healthy fat like coconut milk or almond milk can also boost absorption, which is why many traditional golden tea recipes include it. But beyond the science, let's talk about the experience, because healing isn't just about chemicals and compounds. Brewing turmeric tea is like creating a moment of warmth and ritual for yourself. Picture this. You heat some water or milk, whisk in a teaspoon of golden turmeric powder, add that pinch of black pepper, maybe a drizzle of honey, and suddenly you have this vibrant, glowing drink that looks as uplifting as it tastes. It's creamy, it's comforting, and when you hold that warm mug between your palms, it almost feels like your hands are being soothed before you even take a sip. One of the most beautiful things about turmeric tea is that it works on multiple levels. First, it calms inflammation, which is the main source of arthritis pain. But it also supports your immune system, balances oxidative stress, and improves circulation, all of which are connected to joint health. And let's not forget mood. Chronic pain can weigh you down emotionally, making you feel drained or discouraged. Curcumin has been shown to support brain health and even improve mood, which means turmeric tea can lift your spirits at the same time it eases your joints. It's like nature's way of saying, I've got your back, and your hands too. Now, if you're someone who struggles with stiff hands in the morning, turmeric tea can be especially helpful as part of your morning routine. Think about how arthritis often makes it harder to get moving at the start of the day. A warm cup of golden tea not only provides gentle heat that relaxes your joints, but it also gives you a natural anti-inflammatory boost to carry into your morning. It's like setting the tone for the rest of the day, starting off calm, nourished, and in control of your pain. And if nights are difficult, if you wake up with aching fingers or find it hard to fall asleep because of discomfort, turmeric tea can also be your nighttime companion. A soothing cup before bed, especially when made with warm milk and honey, helps your body wind down, reduces nighttime inflammation, and promotes deeper rest. Remember, your body heals the most while you're sleeping, so giving it the tools it needs, like curcumin and warmth, can make a noticeable difference by the time you wake up. Let's talk about flavor for a moment, because sometimes people worry turmeric will taste too earthy or strong. But in tea form, especially when paired with honey, cinnamon, or ginger, turmeric takes on a comforting, almost spiced flavor that feels cozy and nourishing. Think of it like wrapping yourself in a soft blanket on a cool day. It's not just about what it does for your body. It's also about how it makes you feel in the moment. Now, I don't want you to think turmeric tea is some miracle cure. Arthritis is complex, and managing it usually requires a combination of habits, diet, and lifestyle adjustments. But turmeric tea is one of those small, powerful steps you can add to your daily routine that builds up over time. Consistency is key here. A single cup may bring some warmth and comfort, but when you make it part of your life, whether that's 1 cup a day or a few times a week, you start to notice changes. Less swelling, smoother movements, mornings that feel a little easier, and nights that feel more restful. And I'll tell you this, it's not just about the tea itself, but about what it represents. Every time you make turmeric tea, you're reminding yourself that you're not powerless against arthritis. You're taking action, choosing a natural path, and nurturing your body in a way that medicine alone often can't. It's a mindset shift as much as it is a health choice. You're saying to yourself, I deserve relief, I deserve comfort, and I can create that for myself. That kind of belief can be just as healing as the curcumin in the cup. So next time your hands feel stiff, swollen, or achy, try reaching for turmeric tea. Let it become part of your rhythm, maybe in the morning as a golden start, or in the evening as a calming finish. Watch how over time, this simple golden drink can help transform not just your hands, but your entire approach to living with arthritis. With every sip, you're not just soothing pain, you're building a habit of healing, resilience, and self-care that will serve you day after day. Summary. So, as we've seen, sometimes the simplest habits can bring the biggest relief. A warm cup of tea may not sound like much, but when that tea is packed with natural anti-inflammatory power, it becomes more than just a drink. It becomes part of your healing journey. Whether it's the gentle calm of chamomile, the rich antioxidants in Rooibos, or the golden strength of turmeric, each sip is a step toward less stiffness, less pain, and more freedom in your hands. Remember, arthritis doesn't define you. With consistent, nurturing choices, you can ease discomfort and reclaim the little moments that bring you joy. So keep exploring, keep trying, and most importantly, keep believing in your body's ability to heal and adapt. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to be part of this journey. So don't forget to subscribe and stay connected for more natural ways to support your joints and your health. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay consistent with your small habits, and may every cup you drink bring you comfort and healing.